The young man simply liked a video of a beautiful dancing woman, but little did he know that the screen of his phone was shared with the mirror of an ancient general. The general thought the woman was a beauty gifted to him by the emperor. However, as the young man swiped through his phone, the image on the mirror changed accordingly. Coincidentally, he swiped to a video explaining the general's untimely death at a young age, which instantly enraged the general, causing him to grab a nearby object and smash it towards the mirror. But in the next second, the object vanished into thin air. Unbeknownst to the general, the things he threw into the bronze mirror were converted into cash and transferred to the young man's account. The young man immediately understood what was happening and had a bold idea. He then clicked on a video of the general cross-dressing as a woman, which sure enough infuriated the general on the other side, who gritted his teeth and picked up an antique to smash the mirror that humiliated him. However, this round of smashing instantly turned the poor young man into a millionaire. The next day, while paying respects to his ancestors, the young man learned that the great general he had played with yesterday was actually his ancestor. Moreover, he learned from his father that the reason the general died at the age of 33 was that he was framed by a treacherous person, due to his high achievements and overshadowing the emperor, which led to their family's decline to this day. Upon hearing this, the young man became anxious. He couldn't let his money tree die just like that, so he hurriedly conveyed this information to the general through the video in advance. Knowing the message, the general immediately became vigilant. Sure enough, the next day, the emperor tried to trick him into handing over his military power, under the pretext that there was no need for war in a peaceful world. Knowing that once he handed over his military power, he would be thrown into the imperial prison by the emperor, the general expressed that his family had been loyal for generations, and that military power could not be discontinued in his hands. The emperor naturally understood his meaning, but due to his fear of the general's deterrent power in the army, he did not dare to use overly harsh methods. Instead, he rewarded the general with 10,000 taels of gold, and 4 great beauties to stabilize the military. The general knew that without the young man's warning, he would have undoubtedly died today. To thank him for his reminder, he decided to send all the rewards from the emperor to the young man. The young man, relying on the cash from the antiques earlier, brought his parents to live in a large villa. Just as the family was looking forward to the future, the 4 great beauties happened to be sent over. Seeing the beauties, the young man was overjoyed, but before he could enjoy it, he learned from them that the great general not only did not have his military power taken away, but instead gave the emperor a warning. To continue protecting this money tree, the young man began to look at historical records again, only to find out once more that the emperor would send someone to assassinate the general in 10 days, and exterminate their entire clan. To prevent all this, the young man told the great general that the emperor would send a concubine to poison him, while he himself had the beauties write down the manufacturing process of modern weapons, and then used his phone to send them back to protect the general. Soon, the day of the assassination of the general arrived. In order to tease the maid, the general deliberately had her wear the bunny girl costume sent by the young man for entertainment. Then, while the maid was pouring wine, she took the opportunity to put poison in the cup. The general, who had already known all this, deliberately picked up the other party's wine cup, expressing that he wanted to drink a cup of wine with her. The maid was so frightened that she immediately dropped the wine cup on the ground, and the poison wine in the cup was revealed. Seeing that the matter was exposed, the maid no longer concealed it, stating that the emperor had already sent troops to surround this place, and even if he did not drink this cup of poison wine, it would be difficult to escape death. The general, who was well prepared, calmly ordered his subordinates to bring out the modern weapons they had already made.